Right. Hi everyone, it's Mike from Handcrafted Leather. Gotta have a good coffee first. Wet me whistle. What a weekend that was. What a weekend. It's Tuesday. I wanted to do this yesterday, but the mechanic over the road from the workshop here, there's nothing but engines and chainsaws screaming all day. Plus the workshop was an absolute dump. It's still not quite set, but we're nearly there. Most everything's away. Thank you everyone who came to the weekend show event. It was far exceeded anything I could ever have hoped for. So many great comments and brilliant feedback, and a lot of people are already asking about when are you doing the next one. There will be another one in October, and we've got some plans for it already, just to get it a bit more fun, or to add a bit more fun on the second day. Stonesfield Leather know what that's about, and it's going to be a bit of a surprise. There'll be plenty of notice, so there'll be no excuses to not have maximum input, okay, maximum effort for it for the second day. It's going to be brilliant. We had lots of different suppliers come to us, and some of them, obviously for obvious reasons, couldn't come to us. Guys like Barry King, lots of people got to try out my little small collection of Barry King tools and see what they're capable of compared to other brands of tools, vintage ones and new ones as well. Barry was really kind enough to send us over a big bunch of his catalogues. It's a bit of tool porn. I think a lot of people have got expanding wish lists, to say the least. I know I definitely have. I've got a few copies left. We had about 40 copies. I think I've got maybe 5 left. I'm definitely keeping one of them. And if anybody wants one, ping me an email and I'll get it posted out to you. Barry's going to be sending more over come the autumn show as well. Alpha Flex, brilliant guys. They make these amazing leather paints. So these ones are actually flexible textile leather paints, and we had a nice little setup. I'm sure you've seen some of the photos. Got a nice little setup, plenty of leather for people to try and paint on. I've used quite a lot, or a lot of it went. There was a lot of practice pieces. Some of it people were leaving them, and some of them are gorgeous. I've still got a little bit of literature and plenty of stickers left over. One of the colour charts. I've got plenty of these. If anybody wants some of these sending out, I'll get them posted out. If anybody wants to buy some, okay, they gave us a special discount code that's going to run until the end of this week, and it'll give you a discount on the singles only, either the 2.5 ounce ones or the 5 ounce bottles. Only in singles, not on the big slab. The discount code is Leatherheads. There you go. And that's through Sabre Paints. Sabre, SABRE, they're the UK distributors of Alpha 6 Corporation paints. They're brilliant guys. If you're having any problems, give Veronica an email or a message through the Instagram page. They're really responsive. A young company, and they're much like me. They just want to make sure everyone gets to play with some of the best materials that are coming out now. Give them a go, give them a call, have a natter with them. They're really friendly. And use that code as well, only until Friday, I believe. I get no kickback from that. They did supply the paints, and I'm going to get to keep some of the paints. Some of them were given away as part of the prize, second prize for the coaster competition. I can't believe I got 3rd place on that. I feel really bad, but I got Nigel's book for it, so yeah. Nigel Armitage came, didn't he? How cool was that? What a guy. I've been a fan of his, much like a lot of other people. Been a big fan of Nigel for quite a while. And for him to come and donate a book as one of the prizes, and to spend time chatting with everyone, that again helped make the weekend, as did the suppliers that came. Abbey England, they came on the Sunday and set up outside, great big stall, tons of leather, tons of hardware. Andrew, one of the nicest fellas you're gonna meet, really helpful. He's helped me from day one. and Abbey England are pretty much my sole supplier for materials and hardware. I made the conscious decision to do that, supporting a British industry, British company, even when they import things as well, like the Herman Oak leather. If I don't import it directly, because I can't quite afford 10 sides plus all the imports, I can pick up the sides from them in singles, which is always a bonus. Stonesfield Leather, they came as well, and they were fantastic. I had so much fun with Amy and PJ. They've got some amazing tools. The Old Docky range, something else then. Absolutely amazing, beautiful tools. I did have their t-shirts on yesterday. I was meant to film this yesterday, like, but never mind. I want to give a really special mention to Rob Radcliffe, who gifted me this absolutely gorgeous Japanese style knife. It's so sharp, unbelievable, flat backed as well, single bevel on it. I'm extremely thankful and very humbled that he'd do this, he'd gift me this. So thank you so much. You want to check out his leather work as well. I might be doing myself an injustice there, recommending another leather worker, but there's plenty of work for all of us, hopefully. Rob Radcliffe, or Raw Knives, R-A-R Knives, I believe it is. Beautiful knives, beautiful sheaths, and he's a really genuine, lovely guy. Made lots of new friends. I didn't get to spend as much time with quite a lot of people who travelled and made a lot of effort. Cam, she came up with her husband Marcus from down south, and they stayed in a local hotel that's got peacocks. And when I asked her what there was a hotel, okay, she goes, oh, well, there was peacocks at 4 o'clock in the morning, not good. She had suffered a bit of a headache for the rest of the day and the travel back home, so I never got to spend much time with them. I did get to say hi and to actually meet quite a lot of online friends from the leatherworking community, and to get to meet them and see some of their work, and for them to see some of mine, and for us to just actually be able to meet outdoors, socially distanced and very safe. It was a blessing. It made it all so much fun, as did the coaster competition. It just, everything seems to stack on top of each other and make it such a wonderful community led and intended meet, and I can't wait to host another one again in the autumn. What else have we got this week? So this is kind of like a roll on with my work, you know, the shop talk for a Monday. Got a couple of sheaths to make this week. A local guy called Finn has asked me to make him a Seax, S-E-A-X, a Seax styled sheath for one of his heavy duty knives. So I'll be back there. For that, and for his rather large handmade antler handled bushcraft knives, so I'll be doing them this week, using some beautiful Italian, might be Belgian chocolate, that one, I'm not entirely sure, but I look forward to making these. And it's a bit of a knife week this week. I think that's 1 mil Lamport shoulder that I've had split down. Now, I wouldn't normally take these on, but I'm going to be recovering a kukri bat, I believe it's called a BAT bat. I'm going to be recovering that. The 3 knives, the large kukri and the skinning knife and the sharpening blade as well. I'll be doing my best to initially it was, before I saw how bad it was going to be try and be a bit of a gentle restoration, but I think it's fair to say it might be past that. Might be. So I'll be working on this for Jonathan this week, and I've got the Formula 1 inspired wallet. I've had some nice silver thread arrive. I'll be using that to stitch it up, and we'll be getting that out to the customer this week. I'm really looking forward to doing that. Do you remember the sunflower purse that I made? Well, I've got some new materials. I'm still using the Herman oak for the outside, but for the internals, I've got a kangaroo hide there, and it's absolutely gorgeous chocolate colour. It'll be my second time using it. I've only ever used smally scrappy bits that I've been able to get my hands on, but I managed to get a full hide, gorgeous chocolate colour, and that's going to be the internals for another sunflower purse. I've also got some better, smaller zips for the coin pocket. I've totally redone the design actually. Initially the pattern was from Don Gonzalez, and I reckon I've saved about half a square foot of leather by working certain components into each other. So I've redesigned it. It's going to be my pattern now. Changed the sizes and dimensions to fit European notes and cards as well. Certainly English. I'm not sure about the euros, but definitely the English pound notes, because we know that they're scaled. So I'll be working on one of those in the evenings as prototyping to prove the design, and yeah, we'll see how that one goes. That one will be available for sale at some point potentially next week. And we'll see how it goes. It'll be at a cheaper one-off price because it's going to be the prototype. I think that's me pretty much laid up for the week. I've got plenty on, plenty of stuff to do in the evenings, things like sorting my website out. I know it doesn't represent anything that I do at the moment. It's all my old flat work, classic English flat work, lots of beautiful stitching, beautiful leather. But now I do all the artwork, don't I? So and carving. Speaking of carving, I've been getting asked a lot to consider teaching basic tooling techniques, and I've been putting it off and telling people I've got 1,000 hours, I need to do another few hundred, maybe push it to another 1,000. Well, that's another year, 2 years away, which initially doesn't seem much of a problem to me. But after speaking with Nigel and having some advice from him, and from the weekend, a lot of people asking me to teach them, and me saying no, and everyone looking a little bit on the disappointed side. Who can teach them? I am going to start teaching. Once my website is up and running, I will be offering 2 packages. One will be a turn up and tool with me using my tools, and the second package will be turn up and be given a set of tools. They're not going to be Barry King's. I couldn't afford to ship them over and then get people on the course. I'll leave that to people to use as their progression. They will probably be craft tool, not vintage ones. I'll see if I can find a good supplier of new craft tools, or they will be craft Japan, and they will be a really basic set. I won't go into it all now, but that's what it's going to be. 2 packages, and it'll be 1 or 2 day teaching sessions here in my workshop, 1-to-1. We'll close the door, we'll put the kettle on, we'll put some music on, and we'll just go for it. And you'll go away with lots to learn and progress through, but you will know the basics. And I'll send you away with some patterns as well. Patterning, another thing I'm going to be developing, and I will be putting on my website as mail orders. I'm not going to do digital downloads. I just don't know how to set up all that sort of thing. But if someone emails me and says, "Hey Mike, I want to buy this pattern off you," I'll get it printed out and I'll get it out in the post, and we'll go that way for now. It's another thing, another string to the bow, but hopefully it's going to take Handcrafted Leather forward and me be able to offer more and be able to give more teaching. I want to get as many people tooling as I can, and so many people at the weekend were enthused by it and want to take it up. And it just seems daft that guys are having to go across the pond to find resources or teaching, when potentially there's someone here in North Wales and in the UK that I'll be able to facilitate that, and I'll be able to encourage more people to do it in person as well. And it's going to make me a better tooler. I'm going to get more time practicing, and I'm going to get to break down the techniques, and I'm going to be able to streamline and find my faults and try and help other people not to do that. I've waffled on. I've really waffled on. I didn't intend for this to be a 10-15 minute video, but here we are. Nice coffee. Oh, Skull Crusher coffee, death before decaf. I think on it says you will not effing sleep tonight. Really true. Right, everyone have a great day. I'll see you again next week, if not before. I'm going to try and do some recording on the refurbishment and recovering of that, of the kukri sheath, and we'll see what happens. Let's have a good week. Tuesday, let's go for it. Bye bye.